So, look, guys, look, I'm not trying to be a douche. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to be that guy. But I gotta be really honest with you about this whole prayer thing. I've always found it to be kind of infantile. Is that the right word? Maybe that's not the right word. Silly, childish, stupid, retarded. I don't know. I'm not trying to be insulting, don't get me wrong, but prayer just makes no logical sense if you just think about it for just 5 seconds. So let's think about it for 5 seconds, okay? If God really is all powerful, which is what the Christian myths say, and it's also what the Islamic myths say, and that's what the myths of a lot of different religions say. It says, that God is all powerful. And if that's true, if God really is infinite and all powerful, then that means that God's will would be done always, pretty much 100% of the time, right? I mean, am I wrong about this? That's what all powerful means, as far as I know. Means that your will be done 100% of the time. And if that's the case, if God's will is always done no matter what, then that means that if what you're praying for was God's will, then it was really already going to happen regardless of whether you're praying for it or not, right? And if what you're praying for is not God's will, then it's not going to come true anyway. It's just going to be an unanswered prayer. So, either way you slice it, it just seems like to me that prayer is really silly and completely illogical. That's just what I think. I mean, if I'm wrong, you can tell me. I mean, you can tell me if I'm wrong. I mean, you can just give me reasonable, logical reasons that I'm wrong, and then I'll listen to you. Because I'm an open-minded guy. I'm an open-minded cat. I don't claim to know everything. But at the same time, if you can't, if you can't get any reasonable, rational, logical explanation to why what I'm saying is wrong, then I think you might need to just consider the fact that maybe what I'm saying is right. Maybe I'm telling the truth, and and if I am telling the truth, then just admit to yourself that I'm telling the truth. And I really think that we'll all be better as a society. I think we can move beyond this really silly, childish superstition, and start moving the conversation to a more adult and intellectual level. That's just what I think about it. I don't think I'm being too unreasonable here, to be honest with you. What do you guys think?